This is Sirbot here, and I am on my Resistance account fighting Necromonger in this fight. And so, let's hop right in. And so you'll see Necromonger is an 84% confed player at level 21. And so, I know him, and I know that he is a good player. But I decided to start this game off on red, because I'm hoping that I don't have to waste too many boosts. But as you can see, Necromonger is starting off on gold, and so you'll basically see an assumption from me that he is going to play all gold this game, and so do I. This is one of the very few that I will play all gold, especially in PvP, because gold in PvP is kind of pointless most of the time. And so, as you'll see, I'll send these riflemen up to scout, and you'll also see I'm going to rush for HQ 4. He is going for Zeus and Vertex as of right now. And yeah, I actually assume, based off of this build, that he'll go for Thors instead. Because this map is a really good camping map, and as you'll see, this guy really likes to camp. HQ4, and so now my suspicions are confirmed that he will probably go Thors. As you can see, I'm building up my army here, and he is destroying some anti-air towers, but he doesn't come back in because I have too much anti-air for him to do much damage with those Vertex. So he retreats. And as you'll see, I'm just building up my army right now. And so I'm going to move out soon. He destroys these few buildings over here. And Thors, as I expected. And so, as you see, I also have a bunch of porcupines here. I try to go above this hill and I see walls. Walls here as well. And you'll see him building walls here as well. As you can see, he is a pure camper. As you see, since I can't finish him in this first attack, my strategy resorts to something completely different. And I have my porcupine set behind to destroy those Thors. And I have my Jaguar set forward to try to damage buildings and basically waste away his resources. And so you'll see that I go for HQ5 and I'm planning to go for a nuke. And so all I do is basically move back and forth, destroy walls, and expect Thors to come out. As you can see, it works. This is how to deal with any camper. If you're ever like in a pinch, you make them waste resources on walls while you go for nuclear, and they keep bombing your army and missing, while losing Thors to your porcupines. As you can see, he sent us an attack here, and he destroyed a few of my buildings. He also saw my nuclear, but now he's still targeting my army, and you'll see that my nuclear was actually able to make it out. And if you see here, I actually managed to launch a nuclear on him. I was planning to try to destroy all of his Thors with this nuclear and then try to attack him or something similar. And so you'll see that the nuke lands and I barely do any damage to his buildings. This dude is completely maxed. He has double my skill rank, and that nuclear, even though it was in its radius, it wasn't even able to destroy a supply center or a construction yard. And so you'll see that I'm at a pretty big disadvantage here. But since I think that all of his Thors are destroyed, I try to attack up this hill. So as you can see, his army isn't exactly large, and he has his Thors back apparently. He only has 4 though. He's building up the numbers. And I am trying to, as much as possible, do damage, but he manages to bomb the last few of my units. And so I just retreat these 2, but they die to those torrents. And so you'll see, another nuclear, I was almost able to build it, but I had to cancel it last second because he sent some Thors to destroy it. And so you'll see right now I'm trying to distract him because I expect this guy to also go for Space Strike. Also, I'm trying to keep his Thors away from my base, and that's why I am basically moving my chameleon around doing nothing. And slowly I'm building up an army. As you can see, I am absolutely destroying his Thors with all of this anti-air. It's too much for Thors to run into this much anti-air and basically still stay alive. And so you'll see he just basically keeps attacking my base. And right now I am building this army just so that I could do exactly what I did the first time. Basically a distraction while I go for nuclear. But since he just sent all of his Thors out this way on my base, I expected him to have lost a bunch more Thors and stuff. And so I tried an attack and that failed. So now my Jaguar count is lower than it was before. And as you'll see, this game is basically me just running back and forth attacking his walls and trying to go for a nuclear. I honestly don't understand why most Confederate players actually play like this. And I don't understand why this map is made so well for it. All he has to do is wall off these entrances and then just Thor spam and he's able to stop me. He saw my nuclear here and he attacked it, which is very sad because it was just produced too. And so, well, basically at this point the game is pretty much almost already lost for me. Because there is no way that this guy didn't go Space Strike in that time. So you'll see I'm building a nuclear. And so this is the game. As you can see, he sent another scout here and destroyed my nuclear again. And I went for another nuclear. And I'm trying to distract over here with these porcupines and jaguars. As you can see, it's actually working pretty well. If, for example, if you saw those nuclears were actually built a long time ago for me. Like, if my upgrade on my nuclear was better, you'll see right here. If my upgrade on my nuclear was better, the production time would be shorter. And so I would have been able to nuke him a few times now, where I wasn't able to before, because of his Thors. And as you can see, his walls are completely maxed, his units are also maxed, and I'm unable to actually do any damage to him at all. You'll see in a second here. Space Strike. The Space Strike even destroyed my HQ. HQ level 5. So at this point I pretty much already lost the game. So you'll see though, this guy misses almost all of his Thor runs. If my nuclear was better upgraded, I would be able to defeat him, but the issue is that it's not, and upgrades do make a difference in this game. It's very sad. As you can see, I'm resorting to last-ditch efforts trying to send infantry out, and he just keeps space striking my base. This is why resistant players always complain about Confederation camping, because it's basically walls, Thors, torrents, and that's it. And how are you supposed to beat this with regular conventional units? You have to go nuclear, or you go air when they're not expecting you to, but that only works once. And for some max confed player, if they scout your Avia, then you're already screwed. Because a few anti-air towers, and there goes the Hawk. The Hawk's advantage. So really, as you can see, it's just like, it's pointless at this point. I'm trying to see if he'll be stupid enough to let me win because of activity, but he decides to attack here. And my Grenadiers and my Porcupines, because he got a good hit on my Jaguar Chameleons before, they're unable to destroy this army. And so basically I just decide to give up. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. I hope it showed you basically why Resistance hates Confederate camping. And also, I hope I showed you how to beat a camper, because really, this guy had the perfect camping setup and he still almost lost. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.